Oi, normal versus abnormal people. Normal versus abnormal people. You may argue that there's no such thing as a normal person, but I want to argue that there is such a thing as a normal person and an abnormal one. A normal person fits in within the parameters of its culture and society, and it upholds its status quo. It keeps it going. In fact, it even perpetrates it. It keeps it going. It supports it. Uh, it loves it, and it causes him suffering either way. An abnormal person, like the normal person, is very truthful about that culture. Is sort of in the face of that culture. But here's the thing. Here's the distinction here. The abnormal individual is not at war with that culture. This is what causes the confusion. The normal person is trying his hardest to fit in, is trying his hardest to be accepted, and this causes him pain. The abnormal person, unlike the normal person, is not trying to fit in, it's not trying to be accepted. But the one clear difference is not at war with that society, whereas the normal person is at war with that society, fighting and tussling, creating democracies, having lines or political lines, having alliances, constantly trying to improve and be better. Whereas the abnormal person stands sort of like a cynic or the enlightened the guru or master who lives down up there at the hill away from the village. The abnormal person condemns, but at the same time does not fight or does not be in conflict with its society. The normal person does not condemn at all. He would sit there and talk about that society without condemning it, without sort of highlighting things and spotlighting things the way that they are. In a way, lying about what is going on. I don't know who said like society is one abusive family, one dysfunctional family, and those we consider normals are trying to not accept the fact that it is one abusive abnormal, one abusive abnormal, one abusive dysfunctional family. And the ones that are normal, they're trying their hardest to fit in. They're trying their hardest to be looked at as normal. That life or this society or this culture is not stressing them. They just fit in right. But they walk around with so much animosity, so much anger, that they look down almost when you see them walk on the street. If you to look them in the eye, you're opening a can of worms. The abnormal individual doesn't even have a drive, ambition, a calling to become something or somebody, a need to change who they are. It sounds very fantastical, doesn't it? But there's nothing special about any of them. Whether the normal person or the abnormal person both suffer. So I guess you got to choose your suffering, isn't it? I chose mine. I know that the things I say may divide, uh, may cause division, may get me hated, may get me apathy even, may get people to think, yeah, this guy is just rambling nonsense. Yeah, I don't like him. Yeah, no, not my type of person. And I chose that path. I chose to just express myself or whatever I think myself is unapologetically. That makes me very abnormal, you see. If I was normal, yeah, I would just be on here talking about girls or talking about this and that topic, whatever it is that's very comforting to hear. I realize that there got to be a fine balance. Some people have to comfort people, yes, and that's their job. But even though I say things that are very uncomfortable sometimes, I'm not in conflict with the society. I'm not in conflict with the culture. of any country. All cultures are the same, similar in many ways. There are different facets of understanding, of awakening, or whatever. This message may not be for you because you're a normal individual. But if you're abnormal, welcome home. Welcome home. Why am I smiling like that? That's creepy. Goodbye.